Counselor Deanna Troi, Marina Sirtis, served as the ship's counselor on the USS Enterprise D throughout all 7 seasons of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Originally conceived to be the Spock, Leonard Nimoy, of TNG, Troi became more of a caregiver character and, in many ways, formed the heart of the show. With a Betazoid mother and a human father, Deanna Troi inherited empathic abilities from her mother, Waxana Troi, Majel Barrett Roddenberry. Troi could sense the emotions of those around her, which proved useful both as a counselor and as the trusted advisor to Captain Jean-Luc Picard, Patrick Stewart. Counselor Troi's character was largely inspired by Lieutenant Ilya Persis Kambata, a character who was originally conceived for the abandoned Star Trek Phase 2 and later appeared in Star Trek: The Motion Picture. As a Deltan, Ilya also had empathic abilities, and her relationship with Captain Will Decker, Stephen Collins, has many similarities to Troi's relationship with Commander William Riker, Jonathan Frakes. Deanna Troi did not always receive the best storylines on Star Trek: The Next Generation, but her romance with Riker remains one of Star Trek's best love stories. Deanna Troi was born on the planet Betaizd in 2336 to Betazoid Ambassador Waxana Troi and human Starfleet officer Ian Andrew Troi, Amigbiram. Waxana and Ian had a previous daughter named Kestra Troi, but she tragically drowned when Deanna was a baby. Overcome by her grief, Waxana repressed her memories of Kestra and removed all evidence of her existence from the Troi household. Because of this, Deanna did not learn about her sister until 2370 in Star Trek: The Next Generation's Dark Page, when Waxana's memories began returning. Deanna's father shared elements of human culture with her as a child, but he passed away in 2343 when Deanna was only 7 years old. Sometime in the 2350s, Deanna began studying psychology at the University of Betaizd, and she entered Starfleet Academy in 2355. Troi graduated from Starfleet Academy in 2359 with a major in psychology. Sometime between 2357 and 2361, Troi was involved in a romantic relationship with LT, Will Riker, while he was stationed on Betaizd. However, Will later chose to prioritize his career over this romance, and the two eventually lost contact with one another. Counselor Troi made her Star Trek debut in Star Trek: The Next Generation series premiere, and her empathic abilities quickly came in handy during the Farpoint mission in 2364. Troi's empathic abilities were altered somewhat after encounter at Farpoint, but nevertheless proved vital on numerous occasions throughout the series. Deanna's mother, Waxana, was introduced in TNG Season 1, Episode 11, Haven, when she visited the Enterprise to celebrate her daughter's prearranged marriage to Wyatt Miller, Rob Nepper. Wyatt, however, fell in love with another woman, saving Deanna from having to marry a man she barely knew. At the start of Star Trek: The Next Generation Season 2, in early 2365, an alien entity wishing to learn more about humanity impregnated Deanna with a child who aged extremely quickly. Over the next several years, Deanna had a few romances with TNG guest stars and a brief relationship with LT Worf, Michael Dorn. She also lost her empathic powers and gained them back, and later went undercover disguised as a Romulan. Troi did not begin wearing a Starfleet uniform until TNG Season 6, and she later took the bridge officer's test in 2370, becoming a full commander. Deanna Troi sometimes deserved better on TNG, but she ultimately became an integral member of the Enterprise crew.